So I've got some more videos to now upload onto YouTube. So I've just downloaded them, ready to upload. So these will be the Mundamar videos of when I went to see the dolphins and the sea lions. Now, a viewer of the channel called Cara, who loves Benidorm, same as me, she's currently out there at the moment, and she's been to Mundamar today. I mean, she's been a few times apparently, but she went with her sons and her husband. So she went to see two of the shows, the sea lions and the dolphins, didn't get to see the parrots. But I've said to her, if she goes onto my live streams on here or on my playlist, she'll be able to watch the shows. But she's still out there and then she's coming home later on. So hello, Cara, if you're going to watch later on. And I hope you've had a good time in Benidorm, which I'm sure you have. So as I've said earlier on in the early hours of the morning, I've got more series planned for this month. So I do plan to get to Chester Zoo, as I've said. That'll be another series. Of course, I'll get over to Twycross before the pass runs out next month, and also Peak as well, obviously. But I might delay Peak a little bit because I want to know what they're going to be putting in that new enclosure near where the red squirrel walk is. Because I know they're building a new enclosure because I saw the fences and gates going up. Well, I didn't see them physically going up, but they were up. So they'd been put up in the days prior to me going. So it'll be interesting to see what animal or animals go in there. So you'll have to just stay tuned, and I'll have to wait for it to be announced on social media before I announce it on the channel, which I will do. Don't worry, I will definitely announce whatever goes in there, and I'll be paying another visit specifically to go and see the new creatures that are there or whatever has been developed. But for now, I want to get over to Chester Zoo, hopefully in the next week or so that I can go and visit this Heart of Africa savannah and get plenty of footage over there as well, because there'll be no travel blogs, as I've said, until September. One thing I forgot to mention last night when I was on about Chester Zoo, I'm going to do something a little bit different, particularly with the journey going over there, because I'm going to go on the train, because it's a lot easier than driving, right? And you don't have to worry about roadworks, you don't have to worry about traffic, you don't have to worry about, well, okay, you might get the odd delay, but you don't have to really worry majorly, because you're still going to get there one way or the other. What I'm thinking of doing, because of the route that it takes from here to Crewe via Stoke, and then from Crewe to Chester, what I'm going to do is live stream part of the journey. So in other words, between each station, I will live stream the journey, okay? So I'll just put the phone on the stick, on the table, try and get a seat on the train that's got a table, right? And then put the phone on the table, on the tripod, and face the camera out the window. So basically just live stream the journey. So you won't see me on the video, you won't hear me talking, I will just leave the phone to video the journey. And when we get to the first station, I will end the live stream, and then I will start it again for the next part of the journey, and so on. So there's at least four or five stations from where I am to get to Crewe. Well, for example, there's Blythe Bridge, that's the first one. Then there's Longton, then there's Stoke-on-Trent, then there's Kidsgrove, then there's Alsager, and then it's Crewe. So you've got 5 stations. So between here and the first one, which is Blythe Bridge, I would live stream the complete journey, which is at least a 10 to 12 minute journey. And then between Blythe Bridge and Longton, which goes through the tunnel at Mere, not the Mere tunnel, that the road one, the train one, I will video that to Longton and then end the live stream, and then I will restart it when the train departs Longton to go to Stoke, and then from Stoke to Kidsgrove, Kidsgrove to Alsager, Alsager to Crewe. That's what I will do. I will live stream each section of the journey, which I think is something different, because I know there's a lot of train enthusiasts out there who watch YouTube videos, and there's lots of YouTube channels on railway journeys, and loads of people tend to watch them. So it'll be something different. And then I will do the same from Crewe to Chester. But I won't live stream the whole journey because it's a good 22 minutes. Okay. Then again, that's not an issue if I do. I'm just thinking of my battery power on the phone, and also making sure my power bank doesn't go flat, because I want to get as much footage as possible in the zoo, specifically in the Heart of Africa area, as well as go and explore the whole of the zoo, which is massive, and I kind of had to rush it last time. So I don't really want to do that. So I want to get as much footage as I can in the zoo. So I'm going to limit the streams. I may do part of the journey to Chester from Crewe live stream, and then just do the odd footage, and then maybe do a bit more of a live stream of the journey from Chester back to Crewe, okay? And then coming back from Crewe back home, I will just do individual videos and take photographs and just edit them into episodes. But the journey over to Crewe, I will live stream it in different stages. So you're going to get at least 5 or 6 live streams out the journey to Crewe from here, because I'll do it from here to Blyth, that's the first one, Blyth to Longton, Longton to Stoke, Stoke to Kidsgrove, Kidsgrove to Alsager, Alsager to Crewe. So that's at least 6 live streams then, isn't there? And then there'll be individual footage in the station, and then a little bit of a live stream from Crewe to Chester, maybe to Beeston Castle, which is halfway along, and then I'll stop the stream and just do some individual videos, because then I'm on a bus from Chester station to the zoo, which is the X1 or the number 1 bus which goes to Liverpool. So I thought I'd just mention that a little bit, because I forgot to mention it last night on that video which I uploaded. So please subscribe to the channel at Carlsmith25, because I will be updating you all on that series in the coming days. I obviously want to get paid from work first before I start coughing up any money for anything, because I've still got to pay for Coral Law for the cruise, which is coming up in literally 10 weeks time, just about. So because we're now into July, so I've only got to get through this month and next month, and then we'll be going on the cruise literally. So it's very close, to be fair. So that's the next travel blog, and that will be a big series. So the next thing to do for the cruise really is to book Coral Law, which I will do in the coming days. And then I will book Chester Zoo. Again, it's all dependent on the weather, because it has changed a little bit. It's still quite humid out there, but it's a lot cooler than what it has been. Because obviously this time last week I was over in Benidorm. In fact, I was at the zoo, 10 to 4 over there. I was at Terra Natura, so it was absolutely sweltering last Tuesday when I was there. Absolutely sweltering, 34 plus. And it's still hot now over there, and it's going to get hotter because we're now into July. So I just thought I'd share that update regarding Chester Zoo. So I'm still in the process of uploading my Benidorm videos. They're all uploaded onto social media. So please take a look at those if you're friends with me on there. If not, don't worry, because you'll see them on here when I upload them in the coming days. It's going to take another couple of days to finish them off. I've got a load of videos to edit now because I've just uploaded them. So I've got to put them on the channel. So and it's increased the views as well, which I knew it would do. So I've gained over 14,500 views in the last week. That's just by putting on these Benidorm videos and the episodes I did, because I did 38 episodes. The cruise will be massive, so there's going to be well over 100 episodes at least, and there'll be stacks of individual videos. So it's going to take me at least 2 or 3 weeks to put all them on. So that will be a massive series, because I'm going for 2 weeks on this cruise. So again, I hope you look forward to that, and please subscribe to the channel at Carlsmith25. I know I keep repeating it, but it's just to encourage you to do that, and also to push the channel out to your friends and family as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So with the Chester Zoo, there will be some live streams, as I say, of the journey. I will do live streams in the zoo as well, but I'm going to try and limit that because of the battery power. But I will definitely get as much footage as possible of that African savannah, because I've looked at some of the pictures online of the animals in there, and some of them are really amazing. There's even animals on there I've never seen at all, ever. So it'll be interesting to record something different than just going to all the zoos around here, which I don't really want to make you guys fed up of the content, thinking, oh no, not again. But at the end of the day, it's a series for the channel. But Chester Zoo will be a good one, because I won't rush it like I did last time. I will try and get over there a bit earlier. I was looking at the train times, so if I can get over to the zoo for around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, it gives me a good 8 hours there, because it shuts at 6 o'clock in the evening. So I'd rather spend the complete day till it closes, and then get the bus back to the station, and then get the train back. So it'll be a full day over there. So there'll be stacks of footage. So I need to make sure that my power bank is charged. I may even charge my second power bank, because I've got a second one somewhere, and I'll probably charge the 2 of them up. So at least if one goes flat, I've got another one as a backup, because I don't want my phone battery to go dead, especially with the rail tickets, so they're going to be on the phone anyway. But I want to make sure that I've got both power banks charged if possible, and to get as much footage as possible and photographs. So it'll be a massive series, and I'll probably do another day trip over to Shrewsbury. I'd like to go over there again, have a day trip over there. I may look at doing a day trip to Wales. I can get the train again from here. I've done it before when I had friends that lived in Llandudno that used to live here locally. They moved over there. They've since died a few years ago, which is a shame. But again, I could get the train over to Wales quite easily to Llandudno or Conway and go and have the day there and then get the train back. It's not difficult to do that really, or even book an overnight stay in a hotel and go into that Wetherspoons, which is like a theatre. It's a fantastic Wetherspoons in Wales, in Llandudno. I think it's called the Palladium, but it's a Wetherspoons. It's fantastic. It's like walking into a theatre. And when you look at the decor inside, it's amazing. So again, I might do the odd day or night over in Wales and do a couple of series over in Llandudno. Go to Conway, visit the castle, which I've done before, but again, do a YouTube series on it. It'll be amazing to do that, and I'll video the train journey. Again, these are all ideas for the channel, so they will come up in the future. But as I say, Chester Zoo will be the next series, and I'm going to live stream the journeys, as I've said. Do the journey from here to Crewe and video it in stages, so you can watch the scenery, and then I'll just do other videos on the journey back and also around the zoo as well. So I'll keep you all posted on that. Continue to watch the Benidorm series. There's still some more videos to go on. Please leave a comment and a message on there. I do appreciate the comments, and I do read them all, and I do reply to them as long as they're appropriate, which most of them are. There's a few that are a bit what's it, and I just think they'll have to go, because I do get keyboard warriors on here. I can't help that, I'm afraid. But again, please subscribe to the channel at Carl Smith 25. Thank you for watching this update, and I'll see you guys in the next